So let's talk about recruitment. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Hannah and I post videos about college, about my life right now, what's going on, and I kind of just like to document things like that. So if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss a video. I post every Tuesday, and yeah, so let's get started. So I figured it's about May right now and school just ended for a lot of people. Sorry if you can hear the birds outside, by the way. I have the window open. But school did just end for a lot of people. School just ended for me. I finished my last semester of junior year and now I am a senior in college, which is even crazy to think about. But I figured, since hopefully, if I'm not too forward in thinking this, that we will have recruitment starting back in August. Right now, I know from my school at least, recruitment registration is open and girls have been signing up and everybody's kind of preparing for recruitment to still be happening in August. I just figured, why not kind of give you guys my recruitment experience. I went through recruitment in 2017, which kind of feels like forever ago. And when I thought about doing this video, I was like, I have to dig back memories in the back of my mind from recruitment, because a lot of it I totally just forgot about. I figured, why not just tell you guys my experience at Kennesaw and what it was like when I went through as a freshman. So let's see, I have notes on my phone just so I can not miss anything, and I had to kind of, like I said, go back into my memory and remember a lot of things, so I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. Like I said, I did recruitment in 2017. I was a freshman going into college at Kennesaw State University, and I was super excited. I always wanted to rush. I always wanted to join a sorority. My mom was in a sorority and she told me such great stories about it, so I always wanted to join a sorority. The experience in itself is amazing. So Kennesaw only has 7 sororities, which is smaller than most schools. We have KD, D Phi E, Phi Mu, what else? AO Pi, AZD, Gamma Phi, and Zeta. Those are the 7 sororities that we do have right now. And Kennesaw is also untraditional in the aspect that we do not have houses, unfortunately. It is a law in Kennesaw, where our school is, the county, that it's considered a brothel. So for that fact, we do not have sorority houses. But we make it work, and we have other things that we kind of substitute as sorority houses. Registration opens up in, like, I don't remember if it's April or May. It normally opens up in like that span of like when the semester's ending. So you can go ahead and register for recruitment, and that's what I did. So I went ahead and I registered after I knew I was going to Kennesaw. Okay, so after you register, a few months go by and you're getting ready to move into school. So first off is move-in and orientation. Now, move-in for us was like 2 days before recruitment actually started. It was a day or two before recruitment actually started. The people that were doing recruitment were able to move in earlier than regular move-in day, and so all of the girls, I didn't live on campus, so my move-in day was actually on bid day. So while I was at bid day, my mom and my grandma were moving into my apartment and moving all my stuff in, so that was kind of inconvenient, but it's okay because luckily I had my mom. That day you have move-in, and that night after move-in was orientation. So orientation is basically where everyone that was going through recruitment went to basically this big room, and we kind of just like talked about what was going to happen that week and like what each round was going to hold and how we needed to dress, basically just a schedule of how the week was going to play out. And at orientation we also met our Pi Chi groups, and I know at different schools it's called different things, but we call them Pi Chi. And so your Pi Chi leader is basically someone who's gone through recruitment and who is in a sorority, but they basically disaffiliate from their sorority, and they're like your mentor and your guide for the week. So they help you with all the questions you need. They kind of help you figure out how things work and where to go and what to do. They're like your teacher for the week. In our Pi Chi group we had about 10 girls. Recruitment is smaller at Kennesaw than it would be at a bigger school, or at a different school. It is smaller. And so we had about 10 girls in our group, and I did make some really good friends within my Pi Chi, and it was really good to have them there because everybody was going through the same thing. We were all just trying to figure it all out. So loved our Pi Chi. She was the best, and she gave us really good advice when we needed it. Yeah, we met our Pi Chis that night, and we met each president from the sorority, and they kind of talked to us, just greeted us, said, hey, what's up? And we also, a few people spoke. We heard from the Panhellenic president, which Panhellenic is all of Greek life, like sorority Greek life. And we heard from the Panhellenic president, and then we heard from the person that's in charge of all of Greek life, and we kind of just heard from different people, and they gave us, you know, a heads up of what the week was going to look like. So that day was move-in and orientation, kind of wild, kind of crazy, but it kind of got us in the swing of like how things were going to happen. But the next morning, early in the morning, was our first round, which was Sisterhood Rounds. And for recruitment at Kennesaw, it's only 3 days, 4 if you include bid day. So we only have a day per round. So our first round was Sisterhood Round. We wore, you know, cute dresses, rompers, things like that. We had to wear something really cute and kind of our style, who we were. And you want to make sure you wear comfortable shoes because it's a long day. And so we had to be up kind of early, and we all went to the campus, and we all met with our Pi Chi groups, and our Pi Chis kind of went over what the day was going to look like. So they give us our schedule of each sorority that we're going to visit, and the order of the visit. And so that day was really long. It was new. It was when we went to all of the houses. It was really fun though. Sisterhood is basically just small talk. You go into the room and you're kind of just getting to know these people. It's your first time. Everyone's nervous, so you're just kind of talking back and forth, getting to know these people. And I think I still remember my first room was like, I think it was Phi Mu was the first room I went to visit. Phi Mu or AO Pi was like my first room I went to visit. And I didn't know any better, so like right away I was like, I love it. And then I went to all the other ones. I was like, crap, what am I gonna do? So it's definitely a stressful day, but it's really, really exciting, and it's really fun. So after Sisterhood, get back with your Pi Chi group and you'll list your top 5. So we all wrote down our top 5 sororities that we liked and that we enjoyed and that we wanted to go back to. And we gave them to our Pi Chis, and we left and we went back. So at this time, the people that I was going to live with at school, like I said, we couldn't move in until bid day, and so we were staying at my friend's house. So it was really kind of stressful for us. We were all able to kind of stress over all of it together and like go through all of it together, which was really nice. But she lived about an hour from Kennesaw, so we had to kind of wake up earlier and do that kind of stuff. But it was fun because we were able to like stress together. I remember getting home that day and just being like so exhausted. It was such a long day. It was so much talking. Recruitment is long day, but it's worth it in the end. Our Pi Chi, you know, that each night they kind of like, in our group me, they'll like talk to the girls and be like, this is what's gonna happen tomorrow, and they'll give us kind of advice, and they'll tell us like what's gonna go on tomorrow, and like if we'll hear back from the houses or not. And so it's never like guaranteed that you'll hear back from the houses that you put down, and it's never guaranteed that you'll hear back at all. And like that's kind of the reality of it. It kind of sucks and it's terrifying, but we kept hearing during all of recruitment, trust the process, and it's so true. Like you just have to trust everything and trust the process and know that you're gonna land where you're supposed to land. It happens for a reason, so just remember that as you're going through this process. Sometimes it's easy to forget. The next morning our Pi Guy calls us and tells us, hey, you got invited back. They don't tell us who, but they just tell us, you know, come and get your list of who you got invited back to. And the next day is philanthropy day. So for philanthropy day, they gave us t-shirts, which we got at orientation, that everyone had to wear. And it was kind of just like a Panhellenic recruitment, and then it had like the school, and everyone had to wear it. And then you could obviously kind of style it up how you would style your clothes, like give a little bit of your personality to it. But you could wear a skirt, you could wear jeans, you could wear, you know, something really cute that like you could be able to dress it up however you like. We all met, and when we met with our pie guys that next morning, we got our list of the houses we got invited back to. I got invited back to all 5 of my houses that I put down, and I was super thankful, and I was just excited. I was kind of like more in the groove now after going through sisterhood. I was still kind of torn because it's so hard when you like one and then you like another and you're like, I have to choose. For Philanthropy Day, they tell you all about their philanthropies. You go to each sorority, and each sorority obviously supports a different philanthropy, and they basically tell you all about it, but at the same time they're still trying to get to know you. We all went through our 5 rounds. It was kind of more like, okay, I feel better about this. And so at the end of Philanthropy Day, everybody meets back up with their Pi Chi groups, and you then end up putting your top 2 houses or your top 2 sororities that you want. And that day's kind of hard because you go from 5 to 2 and you have to choose your top 2, and that's all. So that day I remember that day being difficult. I had to talk to my Pi Chi a little bit, and I had to just discuss because I knew but I didn't know. Like, it was hard. I ended up putting my top 2, and I went home that day and I was just like, I'm just gonna forget it. I don't want to stress about it anymore. And that was that. And so our Pi Chi sends us a text saying, I will call you guys bright and early in the morning if you got a call back. You won't know who you get called back from. You won't even know if you get called back. So that's the scary part about recruitment. But like I said, things work out the way that they're supposed to in the end. And so the next morning, I remember me and my friend that were both going, we were freaking out. And then my phone rings and I get a call from my Pi Chi saying, hey, you got called back. So make sure you come. We go there and we get our little sheet of paper that has our sororities that called us back. So I, again, got super lucky, and my top 2 that I put did call me back. Pref Day, it was a day where we all just got to like know the sororities that we really enjoyed on a deeper, more personal note. And so for Pref Day, we wear these really cute dresses. We weren't allowed to wear black or white. We couldn't wear black or white because a lot of the sororities were wearing black and white, and so we just had to wear like a cute dress. And I'll insert a picture here from me and a friend that I made in my Pi Chi group. Pref is just more intimate, and it's like the last chance for that sorority to really make an impression on you and really show you their values and their sisterhood and like who they are as a chapter. So Pref, I really enjoyed Pref a lot. Pref is the day where there's kind of a lot of sitting around because, like I said, we only have 7 sororities. So by this day, I mean, we're only preffing 2, and so we're waiting to go to 1, and then we're waiting to go to another, and then that's all we have. It was hard for me to make a decision. I'm such an indecisive person, and so it was really hard for me to make a decision. So I remember after we had gone through both of our rounds, and we had to go put down our top choice, and I was like, I was so torn. I had to talk to this woman who, they had a few people that were there to like mentor if you needed it, because at this point we couldn't talk to our Pi Chis about it. And so I ended up talking to this woman, and she was just helping me like with my decision and everything. So I went and I put down my top sorority. Again, bids are never promised. They should never be promised. So again, you don't know if you will get called back. You have no clue, and then you kind of just leave it there. And me and my friends all freaked out with each other. Our Pi Chis told us that night, we'll call you guys in the morning if you get a bid. And so the next morning was bid day, and bid day is the best day. I get a call that I got a bid, and so I was super excited. So my friends and I, we all went again back to campus and met with our Pi Chis, and they gave us our bids, but we weren't allowed to look at our bids. On bid day, they just had us wear like jean shorts and like a tank top and a bralette, because like your sorority that you go to will give you like a bid day shirt. So we were just told to like wear a tank top and stuff. When we got there, we all had to go to this auditorium on campus where everyone was together, and we were sitting there for like an hour and a half or like 2 just waiting to open our bids. They make us like put them under the chairs, and it's it's so stressful. It's like I just want to open it already. So we were all sitting there so antsy, like stressed out about where we were going, and we were all just sitting there like freaking out, like we just wanted to open our bids. Finally, after forever waiting, we all got to open our bids, and I got Kappa Delta, which was my top choice. I was so excited. I remember another girl in my group who is actually like one of my best friends now, she ended up getting KD too, and we both just like hugged each other, and everybody was so excited, and like it was just literally just a room full of screams. Like everybody was just screaming and crying and jumping and hugging and all that stuff. So that was a really exciting moment for me, was when I opened my bid and I saw KD. After everybody opens their bids, we all kind of group together with our sororities, so they'll call out like KD or D Phi E, Phi Mu, and like you all go with your sorority, and you kind of get to, for the first time, see all of like your pledge class and the people that are going to be in your sorority, which is like insane because you've seen a lot of these people like all week long. It was kind of nerve-wracking at first, but like everybody, it's just so exciting. Everybody's just so happy, and we all took this walk to the green. Like I said, we don't have houses, so we went to the green, which is like this big center field on our campus. All the sororities were lined up in their bid day themes, and everybody was like jumping, hyping up, and like it was literally just a stare down. Like we were getting ready to tumble them down. Like sorority, all the cringy, scary meme videos that you see of sororities screaming and chanting, that's what was going on out there. I bet if a normal person just walked by and saw us on the green, saw everyone on the green, they'd be like, what the heck is going on? This is insane. Like it was scary looking from the outside if you didn't know what was going on. So we were all just like waiting to go and run to them. We had bid day buddies, so like they were people, most of the time they're like people that you talked to during recruitment, and that you knew. So I was trying to look for my name. They had my name and I could not find my name, and we were getting ready to run, and I was like freaking out. I was like, I don't see my name, I don't see my name. So we all like run to each other, hugs, whatever, and I'm like just searching for my name in this crowd of people, and I'm like, I don't see my name. I finally found my girl and my name. We hugged each other, we took a bunch of pictures, and we were just all so excited. And we all ended up going to a venue that the sorority had for us. And it was a day just full of getting to know each other, getting to kind of see the sorority and how everybody was. And then we all like get food, and we all just kind of chat with each other, and it's a good day. But of course, we're all just like exhausted by the end of the day, and by the end of the week, it's like we're just so tired. And I remember getting back home, like my mom was moving me in all through bid day, so we went to my apartment at the end of bid day, and I remember just being so exhausted, but I was still like on adrenaline. We had to go to Target, and I remember like I was in glitter and like a bid day Kappa Delta t-shirt, and like I was just all decked out, and people were probably looking at me like, what the heck? But there were a bunch of other girls too there from sorority, from recruitment. So yeah, overall it was a really good experience. I don't regret my recruitment experience at Kennesaw. And I just decided to do this video for anybody that's thinking about rushing. I highly suggest going through recruitment. It's a long week, it's a tiring week, but it's worth it in the end, and you'll end up where you're supposed to be. Yeah, that was kind of my recruitment experience. I am planning on posting a video all about the do's and don'ts of recruitment and kind of talking points and things like that, so I'll make sure to get into depth about recruitment in another video. But this was just kind of my experience and telling you guys what I went through 3 years ago now. At this time in 2017, I was registered and getting ready for recruitment. Yeah, if you guys are considering joining a sorority or going through recruitment, whether you're a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, go through it, take the experience. Even if you don't end up finishing through with it, take the experience as it comes. It's an amazing way to make friends and meet new people, especially when you're new to a school. So that was my recruitment experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, I am planning to make another video all about the do's and don'ts of recruitment, so make sure you guys check that out whenever it comes out and whenever it's posted. Also, a subtle plug, my best friend and I just came out with a podcast called Who Is She? Life in Your 20s, and it talks all about us being in our 20s. My last video was all about it, so guys, please make sure you go and check it out. I will link it down below so you guys can listen. By the time this video comes out, our first video would have come out yesterday, so please go give a listen, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And thank you guys so much for listening and for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video.